Hey petrol heads, welcome back to my channel. So exciting times. I've had my transmission build parts turn up today. So inside this box we have got a gasket kit. So my car runs the HP51 because it's a Gen 2, so mine's a mild hybrid. So in here you get your seals, you get your gaskets, everything that you need, including, you know, washers, which is good. Then inside here we have got my new C-hub, which is here. This is a stage 2 kit. So this is the C-hub that has obviously upgraded plates and all the goodness. So these are all the clutch packs. Alto, I think they're made by Alto. So these are the clutch packs. So varying different clutch packs. These large ones replace the existing clutch packs with more friction, more plates and more friction material. Got another one here. It's a bit hard to show you all this. So let's just get some stuff out. Don't fall off there. That's not a good place to put that, is it? It's going to slide and probably break. And then under here we have the other clutch packs. So you get a lot of clutch packs in here. I think that one's for the, that looks like that's for the, oh yeah, it fell. Looks like that one's for the C-hub. I just showed you. Lots and lots of clutch packs. And then at the bottom of this, I've then got my, wrapped away nicely in here, is another hub. So this is the E-hub, which has already got the clutch packs in there. So that's the stage 2 E-hub. So it's already got the hat on there. It's already all assembled except for on the back here. So there's the obviously the pressure plate that needs to go on the back there. And then in the bottom you get a whole oil pan and tray. I'm not going to take that out because it's got an integrated filter into the actual pan itself, so you get a replacement pan. So those are the parts to take it from a stage 0 stock to a stage 2. And I'll show you the other bits I've bought to reinforce and improve on the transmission, because I only really want to be opening it once, sealing it back up again. So there's other bits I'm replacing as well. So in the other box of goodies, tricks, we've got several things here. We have got the pump bolts, because they're torque to yield, so you need to replace them. I've gone for the uprated forged pump. So again, like I said, because I don't want to be opening this box transmission multiple times, I've gone for the uprated transmission oil pump, which will flow better, and it's like I said, just made of higher quality components. We also have end plugs. So the stock end plugs do not have seals on them, so I've got these different end plugs with the seals, so they're just going to be put in place, the existing plugs. We then have a oil crossover tube. The standard one's plastic, so replacing that with a forged tube again, so because the other one can become brittle. I've got two sets of these. I only need one. These are the pump housing bolts. The seals are inside there, but I've got one set and two sets. I bought one set separately and one kind of came with the kit. Uprated torque converter bolts. And then this little thing here is a thermostat delete. So what this does is you have a thermostat on the exterior of your transmission casing, on the housing, and it only actually flows transmission fluid around to the radiator at the front when it gets up to a certain temperature. Now, to improve the life and to have that constantly flowing, this little delete plug means that the thermostat's bypassed, and as soon as you start the car and it fires up, then it's going to be pumping the transmission fluid around the system. So again, it's just making sure it's kept cool rather than waiting for the temperatures to spike, then start trying to cool it. So there are all the additional bits, like I say, that help just reinforce and reduce chance of failures or leaking or brittle parts. So yes, that is the goodies that are kind of encompassing the stage 2 kit for longevity. And no transmission build will be complete without an uprated torque converter. So this is a Circle D specialities, and this is provided through ATS, so Applied Torque Solutions. I bought it as well. Now this torque converter is a high stall speed, so it's 3400 to 3600 RPM. So what that means is that when you're stood on the line of your drag racing, and when you build boost, brake boost, what it is because it's got a higher stall speed, it's not fighting the boost. So what I'm finding at the minute is trying to get that 67, 69 up to 3,500 RPM takes forever. You know, you see the rev counter going up, building that boost. The idea of these is because they're a higher stall speed, is it allows you to rev up to that range a lot better, so I can get into the optimal range quicker before I launch. So these things weigh an absolute ton. So I'll open it up out, you know, on the floor, and then I'll show you what the torque converter looks like. So inside the box we've got more uprated torque converter bolts with washers, so I'll probably be using them, not the ones I ordered from ATS. So if you're buying this kit from ATS, don't order, you need to order the pump torque tiered bolts, but you don't need to order the torque converter bolts if you're buying an uprated torque converter. That's included. So that saves you $30, and also the uprated, or should I say the main transmission bolts. Obviously I got that with the stage 2 kit. I ordered them separate. They were $125. So if you're watching this video, yeah, just make sure you don't order more bits than you need to. From the UK it's hard to send them back, easier from America to send them back. Nicely greased there, and that's where the shaft from the transmission sits inside there. Now these things are heavy. This thing's, I'm not going to weigh it, but yeah, they aren't light. Let me just grab this out of the box. So I'm pretty sure this is heavier and sturdier than the stock one. Oh, that is a good 20 kilos. I should really weigh it. So there you go. That's what the high-speed torque converter, high stall speed torque converter looks like. ATS. Like I said, Circle D and ATS in partnership. That beauty. Look at that. That is one monstrous torque converter. Build date June 2026. Boom. So there you go. So they're all the bits you need. Ahaha, you need them, and then you need good old transmission fluid as well to obviously go in there. So I've got about 11-12 litres of transmission fluid there, because you do need to fill the torque converter as well as the transmission as well. So I'm hoping that's enough, but that is a beauty. So there you go. They're all the components. If you want to do a proper transmission build stage 2, and you're not put like a HP 70 in there and you want to build what you've got. So once you've got your bits and they've gone in your box, what you need to do is, using something like Pro Tools, you need to reset your adaptations to 0, because the gearbox transmission needs to relearn. So you do that, and you have to drive for about 100-200 miles for it to learn. Then what you're going to need is a XHP tune. I've just got XHP on the gearbox, so I can deal with XHP to do me a tune. Because we're going to have to obviously tweak the gearbox and things like that, so it's not, you know, applying too much torque in certain gears. So do a nice map, and then also we might have to get it mapped because of the stall converter. I'm not sure what kind of impact that has on the transmission and bogging and things like that. So I'm sure once it's in there, these will be things that I'll find out. So you need the oil, that stuff, transmission oil, and you need that kit there in order to handle up to 1200 horsepower and 1000 newton meters of torque safely. That's what its kind of kit maxes out at. You could go to the stage 3 if you wanted to, but that's going to be more than enough power handling for my requirements. So yeah, these have been filmed on my Metas, which are awesome because it lets me be hands-free. So thank you for watching my video. Stay tuned for more exciting stuff to come.